This video, I will recreate the entire street of the jewelry store heist in Los Santos using Lego. The evangelical jewelry store that Michael robbed is located in Little Portola. Its real-life counterpart is Rodeo Drive in Los Angeles. First, I started by building the jewelry store. I built a black walls, leaving a staircase to access the second floor. I used curved brick walls to replicate the interior design of the jewelry store. I used dark orange tiles to simulate the arch decorations. Above the door, I built the iconic green sunshade by using clip pieces. Next, I worked on the jewelry counters. I used the holes in Technic bricks to place diamonds and used knot for a smoother, studdless look. Besides diamonds, Evangelical also has gold wings and a longer main counter. After placing the counter inside and adding the sales staff, I added the second and third floors. The Evangelical jewelry store was nearly complete. Wait, I still needed to add a ventilation fan on the roof. I used a small helicopter tail rotor to create a fan. In a smart approach, Franklin threw a gas grenade through this roof fan to incapacitate the staff. I built a 2-star wide gap in the building. If you remove the upper floors, you can see that the gas grenade dropped inside successfully knocks out the staff. After completing Evangelical, I needed to build the surrounding buildings to truly recreate the game's commercial street. To replicate the realistic 4-tile patterns, I used 1x1 round quarter tile. However, aligning them directly can be tricky. Using a long brick as a guide ensures neat alignment. I also create elevation changes according to the sloping street in the game, increasing the height by 1 plate per certain number of studs. Additionally, I found that many official modular buildings can be slightly modified to recreate Little Portola. I removed the unnecessary walls from the original green gold bank set and straightened all the colors. I flattened the uneven side walls and extended the building to make the side facade proportion more harmonious. Next, I removed the archway next to the corner hotel and added an extra floor. This made the entire building taller, giving it more of a flat iron building feel. I continued the design of the first floor facade on the original back and side walls, making the interior more open. The police station modification was more complex. I removed the 2 small side buildings and widened the main building by 4 studs, giving it identical front and back facades. In the original police station, prisoners could secretly crawl into a tunnel, but the back only had a partially dug wall. The modified station utilized raised terrain to create a concealed complete tunnel leading to the back alley. They can escape through it to freedom, or they can create an unexpected surprise on the police. As for the jazz club, I similarly separate the small building. Then, I completely redesigned the back facade based on the Kaka fashion store for the game, turning it into the new street-facing front of the building. There's also a Fister design boutique, with no similar official modular set to use as a base. I had to build this one completely from scratch as another MOC. Since I had already raised the ground, I utilized the space underneath to embed a simple 1-gear mechanism. And because this building has no interior in the game, I freely designed this pattern floor tiling. I constructed wide walls, installed large display windows, and added a staircase. Each floor of this building constructed in SNOT SNOT. As any builder knows, standard plates have limitations when creating curves, and wedge plates often leave visible gaps. To create curves beyond the official curve plates, I use a series of brackets and headlight bricks at half plate thickness to fit the balcony's complex variable curves and precisely fill the gaps. Then, I added black railings and used hinge pieces to create the second floor glass panels. Next came the portico of the entrance. Here, I used a combination of 2x2 round jumper plates and 2x2 round tiles with holes for precise connections. This connection allows the corner's top to rotate, perfectly aligning them with the curved facade. Finally, I built the roof. The center of the roof features a large glass dome constructed from 9 1x5x6 panels, decorated with circle Technic gear racks. I added 12 long length pieces to simulate the dome's ribs and connected them in the center with a 3x3 steering wheel pieces to complete the glass roof. This large dome floods the interior with natural light, making it feel incredibly bright and open. As for the one gear mechanism built earlier, it has multiple uses. You can insert a support stand to create a rotating vehicle display. If you prefer to highlight smaller objects, simply switch to a flat turntable base. And when not in use, you can just cover it with plates that match the floor pattern. After modifying so many buildings, it's time to assemble the entire street. I added road plates and Los Santos signature palm trees. On the other side, I added the Old Grand Emporium Modular building. I could also spell out the V from GTA5 on the billboard atop it. Let's take a look at the final result.